I don't get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know. To be clear, I understand the world and the general summary, I just don't get the hype. Konami, as a developer, is well known and loved, but in these games, except for the 2D fighting games, you pick from 4 characters. You'll never guess who. And every single one plays like a carbon copy of the previous, except this one was on Game Boy, or this one's in black and white. I understand that means this wasn't made for me since the nostalgia simply isn't hitting, but I swear I remember this being well received by general audiences online. The best argument I can see there being is that each of the originals within this collection are hard and expensive to get original copies of. Turtles in Time, complete in box, clearing triple digits regularly on eBay, for example. What I experienced of it was frustratingly stagnant gameplay that did not feel smooth, fun, or intuitive for me personally. It didn't help that the same issues that bothered me felt not only unaddressed in each subsequent game in the collection, but was made to be a feature. It's not a TMNT game without the purple ninja grabbing you because you got too close and halting your progress. Can't have it feeling too fun to play. Long story short, the first one felt annoying and tedious to play, and the others are just so similar that it felt like I was dragging myself through each one. It's clearly not for me, so I can't even come close to recommending it, time to download, or space on your drive. If you played them growing up, then your PS5 just got a nice value bump, allowing you to avoid shelling out funds for retro games, and instead downloading this and copping a large pizza. Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I started this game out wondering why the writing was a little not great, and then just kind of wanted the game to finally turn me loose, even though it felt like it just wouldn't. Then it did, and the combat felt pretty good. Fun, not overcomplicated, and pretty straightforward, allowing the least of gamers to feel they're conquering foes in this world of demons, dwarves, and dragons. Toward the end of my time with it, my chat informed me why the game was fine, but not loved by the gamers it was supposed to be made for. The combat. Oh no, Veilguard was horrible? Was it really? Really? What was it? I thought the combat and stuff was fun. I mean, it's a little bare bones, but it's fun. Like, it didn't get old. I was entertained by it. You've experienced everything the combat has to offer. Oh. It's an 80-hour game and the combat doesn't change from that point? Oh no. What I played of it was really good and really fun. I don't regret downloading it at all. See, in many games I've played in the past, there's a buildup of complex combat interactions that increase in difficulty, complexity, or options as the game progresses, and your character unlocks more access to tools and/or abilities. The same is true for Veilguard in a way, but it seemingly will only add stronger passive effects and single-button ability activations that don't appear to add a lot in the way of complexity or difficulty. I chose the medium difficulty setting, so I wasn't expecting Bloodborne difficulty levels, nor should anyone coming into this experience. However, while the combat looks very pleasing to the eye, much like many people, it's vapid and empty beneath the surface. Oh yeah, this is a story-based game. The story is, fine, if not probably mentioning a bunch of Dragon Age classes, races, and religions that I don't and won't recognize having not played previous entries. You've got Grey Wardens, Veil Jumpers, Shadow Dragons, basically just a bunch of different factions I'm not going to care about or keep up with what they want in the world. The big bad in this game? A good bad guy that locked up a bunch of bitchy gods, but now he wants to break them out, even knowing it will kill a ton of people. Saurus, whatever his name was, Thesaurus, his logic of like, he trapped them all, and then he tried to free them. Now they're free, and we need to trap them. It's like, I don't know, I need to go back and listen to it, because I either misunderstood, or the writers of the game didn't understand what they were trying to do with the main villain. I don't know. I need to look back into it. A bit convoluted, but maybe it makes more sense later on. I imagine this game is a lot like collecting rocks. You find 1 or 2 quartz, a tiger's eye, and next thing you know, that's like most of what there is to see. If that's all you need, then buckle up. If you're looking for more, you may want to go looking elsewhere. I'd say the best upside about the story and combat are that branching paths and the decisions you make do seem to ripple down through the story, even if the dungeons feel a bit samey and linear. The game makes me want to run around and wreak havoc freely, but simply does not allow the player to do so. This just isn't that kind of game. As mentioned before, the combat is genuinely fun, but will probably get old after about 10 or so hours. The first 2 hours I played of this were a good time and did a good job of making me feel like a Dark Ages daredevil. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the depth or skill ceiling will extend too far beyond what I experienced in my short time with it based on what my chat had to say. Disappointing, but if you like BioWare games and want a nice story with a ton of combat depth, this could be perfect for you. Hell, I'm even considering going back and playing more of it just until I get bored of it. It may not tell you a moving story or revolutionize any game mechanics, but I'd say the visuals and experience here fully earns the time it takes to download and the space on your drive.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
Now what is this? Did we find her already? Okay. I finally understand Sonic games. I haven't played one since Shadow the Hedgehog for PS2, but now, honestly, I think I get it. On the outside, these games can look like a QuickTime event where you just react when to jump and it would get old quickly. But between the power-ups you find, different paths you can take, and some levels having an early and later ending, you'll realize early on that there is a challenge to it. Not only that, but it's a fun, engaging sprint through each level with rapid challenges you have to tackle at a brisk pace in order to improve your level rating. You know, just at the end you get like a C, go back and play it again, get an A. You can earn the A student trophy like I did, except I misread it, stupidly. Alright, I liked that, that was enjoyable. Oh, did I just end the level? A student?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
I found the open road slalom side-to-side sections a little challenging and weird, maybe due to steering sensitivity? I'm not really sure, but Sonic does feel like he's hard to control precisely during every single one of those sections. Along with that, his jump just feels so incredibly off. The jump feels really weird. The jump is a little... There's like the initial jump, and then it has to transition into the other one. It's weirdly floaty. If this has been a thing in the previous game, so be it. But Veilguard and this both have a weird pause or hover in the air animation at the end of a full jump. I don't play many games with a mechanic like this, so this might be a uniquely me complaint, but it doesn't feel awesome when trying to navigate multiple ledges, especially in this game. Overall, it is fairly easy to get used to. It just felt very foreign and strange to me for the first chunk of playtime. With the time and experience going into these games, Sonic Team and Sega have included quite a bit of fun, unique characters that make this level-based game feel like a warm, fun world to fall into. I genuinely had a blast with it and highly recommend it, despite not having a ton to say about it. Download it, try it, and it will either be for you or not. It's also got me wanting to go back and play more classic Sonic games that I missed out on for so long. You know what you might be missing out on? Fun moments on the streams, like this. Where's Blue? What the fuck? If you enjoyed that and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and while you're at it, check out advance.gg for energy, focus, or calm to boost whatever mood you're looking for. Until the next video or live stream, be sure to enjoy yourselves, and as always, stay frosty and stay humble.